Gonna go back to that glitch.
From
Caller?
Hey, this is Perry.
Yeah, what's up, Perry?
Hey, you're on, with you about 20 seconds. Am I 20 seconds behind right now?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, I'm looking at my screen. I put you on my main screen right now. But the lady a few minutes ago talked about Sam Sarpong, the model,
Right.
and he used to model for me in 2014 and 2015, right when I was coming out. I just started my fashion line, Paris Home Collection. And I went to Hollywood, just an unknown guy. And wanted to get into the know. A guy invited me to do a fashion show, and he wanted me to go to the party. Not in one of those hidden parties, but, go to a party that, a lot of models go to, designers go to. So I checked it out. Sam Sarpong was there. I didn't know who he was. At the time, I didn't think he was a big name, so it wasn't a big deal to me. So he just came up to me and he just said I had a nice outfit. And then I had some models that I was wearing my outfit too, was at this big party. And he said, man, I would love to model for you. And I was like, who are you? And everybody was like, you don't know who he is? I was like, I didn't want to embarrass him.
Sure.
But he was like, I'm like, who are you? And he's like, I'm Sam. He said, I've done things for a lot of people. I think he mentioned Tommy Hilfiger and all that. And I said, well, I just got invited to do a fashion show in L.A. It was like a small fashion show, but he was I guess he was one of the top models in the world at the time. And I'm like, okay, well, come with me. Yeah, but of course he wanted to, he was going to charge me. I was like, well, I'm already strapped. I'm kind of tight with my money. But he said, I'll do it for $400. I was like, oh, shoot. Believe me, $400 was a lot. I was just like, man, I just gave up $2,000 to do this show.
Sure.
And he said, man, I'll just do it. So I talked to the producers about, can you let Sam Sarpong? Of course he let Sam Sarpong do the show because he's the, this guy was, the head of the show was trying to come up too. So it was like, Sam wants to do the show and he wants to model for your line? I said, yeah, but I don't have $400. So we went and split, producer of the show, and, we both split, $400. So I read up on him so quickly in the next 2 days. I'm like, man, I can't believe I'm honored. This guy's going to do my show. He's all over the world. And so he did the OJ series, too. I don't know if you remember, they had an OJ thing. They had on TV, it was an OJ special. Well, he was in one of the episodes.
Okay.
So the guy was huge. So he did my show. He took me in. He said, come to my party because his birthday was right after. It was like October. I think his birthday's in October. You can look it up. So he told me to go to his party, come to his party the next week or week after that. I went to his party. I swear I was meeting the who's who of modeling and acting work. He's an actor also.
Right.
And I was just like impressed. Like, this dude is taking me underneath his wing. And he told me, you're up and coming. I like your brand. You're going to be the next it. And here I am being green. I mean, I knew a little bit about the industry, but not as much. I mean, of course I know a lot about it now. But this is 2014. This is summer of 2014 or fall of 2014. And he invited me to his party. He was telling me, hey, man, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. Come with me, make some suits. You're gonna meet my photographer, come to my house, and you're going to go to the BET parties with me. I was like, really? Damn, here I am all green. I'm in my 40s. I'm like all green, like, oh, my God, I'm doing it. And so the dude, very full of life, and long story short, he just took me everywhere with him, and I made a suit from that. When you Google Sam Sarpong on Google, you just had it up with the lady who was talking. There was a red suit I made from. If you put his name in Google, if you put his name and my name in Google right now, you will see our faces like 3 or 4 times. Right now, Perry Jones, the second, or Perry Jones II, and Sam Sarpong, and you will see my name, or you see our faces, side by side, in several poses. So the dude was taking me everywhere. He took me underneath his wing. we had a couple of little disputes because he really wanted everything free, and I couldn't afford it. I'm not Tommy Hilfiger. And I told him that. I said, man, you get stuff from everybody. Why would you want free stuff from me knowing I can't afford it? He said, man, right now you can't afford it, but eventually you will. He was the one that kept on pushing me like, you're going to be great. You're going to be great. If you put Samsung Pong and then put Perry Jones right next to Samsung.
Yeah, oh, I got it.
My name.
I see you. I see you
right
with
there.
him. So, yeah.
Yep, there's me. There's me and him. I'm wearing the gray. He's wearing the gray. We're putting our little deuces up. I didn't know what those twos at the time. Now I know not to put those twos up like that again. So, or peace sign. But yeah, but over time, we got to know each other. I went to his place. We did shows together. But at the end, I have pictures of this. Right at the end, 2015, we didn't talk that much. I made him a big suit. Yeah, that's, got a few pictures of me right there. I made him I made him a suit for BET. And he won the award of Best Dress at BET.
Huh.
So if you can look up Samsung Pong and BET, you'll see him wearing my red outfit. And he won the Best Outfit award I made for BET. I thought that was one of the biggest thing in my life. But towards the end, to get to his death, he was acting funny. We didn't talk for 3 or 4 months. I told him I was going to do a big fashion show in LA in October of 2015 or March of 2016. And he said, I'm down. What you got? I said, man, I got everything for you. I'm going to hook you up. I'm going to make you a blue suit. I had a blue suit just like the red suit I made him. And I had it all ready. We took pictures. We was at this event in October. It was October 19th or 20th of 2015. I made him a red suit. I was on the verge of making him a blue suit. We took pictures. I swear, I had the picture to this day. I have to email you this picture. That red suit right there, BT. You won that. That's my suit I made for him.
How much do I got to pay to get one like that? Maybe that's where I need to be better dressed because I'm not very fashion forward. Maybe we can finally get some people watching if I get a red suit like that.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what, Zach? I will make you a red suit. I can put gematria. I'll put whatever gematria effect or Zach, I can put it on the back. And I can put your logo, if you have a logo on the back, and we can discuss price. Of course, I'll give you one hell of a discount.
You just billed me, man. I would be honored to have one of your suits since I know you got this kind of status and taste. So, and I need the help. But, you just send me whatever the bill is, man. You can put whatever logo on there you want. Maybe I need a new logo, so need something to make this work take off. But,
well, I'll tell you, you helped me out because my business has really gone down since the pandemic. I was really, really coming up as far as, doing shows in LA, doing shows in Vegas, doing shows in New York. And then this year, I'm in a store in Newport Beach. I'm in this, I have a showroom in LA. But outside of that, like I said, right at the end, Sam Salpong was acting funny. And then October, we took pictures, and I have this picture to this day. I have to email you this picture. He looked like a ghost, like something hit him. It was October 19th or 20th at a show. And then a week later, he committed suicide in Pasadena, where I live right now, like 2 miles from that bridge.
Wow.
Sad. And then I posted one, if you go to my Instagram, you have to scroll all the way down. I have to give it to, you're not going to have time to do it right now, but if you ever do, it's Mr._Dapperman. Mr._Dapperman. Scroll all the way down. You have to go all the way down.
Wait, I'm on the Pinterest. You said Instagram. Instagram?
Yeah, Instagram. Instagram.
If I search your name in Instagram, will it come up like that?
Mr._Dapperman. Yes. Mr._Dapperman. You have to scroll all the way down, but I have a picture of him. He looks like a ghost, like someone hit him. And a week later, he committed suicide.
I spelled Dapper. How do you spell Dapperman?
Dapper.
2 P's. That's what it
M-A-N.
is. Now I got it. I just need one extra P. Okay.
Yeah.
And so if I scroll down, we can see him not looking so good shortly before.
Yeah, he is. He's looking lost. I mean, he looks like a ghost. I mean, you might can find it on Google. I mean, because we took a lot of pictures together. I mean, either one, you should be able to find it. Mr. Not Superman.
Yeah, no, I type in Dapper Man without one P and it put up Superman. Okay, but I'm there. Yeah, I'm just ahead of you now. I'm on your Instagram page. I'm scrolling down. I don't know how far I got to scroll down though.
Oh, you put. Oh, yeah, there it is, right there. And I haven't been on there this year since the pandemic. It's been disappointing, but it's all the way down. I mean, but what I'm saying is, people looked at that last picture that me and him took, and I swear they just said he looked like he was about. You have to keep going all the way down. Just got to keep this store all the way down. I was on. What's that guy's name? You just looked at it right now. So I've been on a few shows. But at the same time, everybody said he looked like something was wrong with him, like he was about to commit suicide. He looked like he was about to commit suicide. And so that picture, it was like I had to look back on it. He didn't look like he was happy in that picture. It looked like he didn't even smile in that picture. Normally he is outgoing, but he did not smile in that picture. Yeah, just got to keep going just a little bit.
I see. You got. It makes sense you have so many photos because you're showing off the fashion here. Okay, you got a lot of photos.
Oh, yeah. I got quite a few. Oh, yeah, that picture, stop right there. Stop right there.
Oh.
Skip Martin right there in the white.
Well, remember, I'm 20 seconds ahead of you, so wherever you're saying to stop, it's like 20 seconds later. But hold on, I missed the photo.
Oh, okay. Okay. You're right. I forgot you're ahead of me. Or, I'm looking at my screen. But you see a guy in the white and then a guy in the red, that's Skip Martin. He's the lead singer he used to be the lead singer of the Dazz Band. He's one of my clients. And so I'm always afraid. He's 62, 63 years old right now, and singers don't last long.
Sure.
And I know how he knows the game, but he's not deep, but he was also the lead singer of Kool & the Gang after the main singer left. So he knows the game. He might have known the rituals and the deep stuff, like the parties and all that. And I don't get too close to my, I just don't get too close to my clients. But me and him, we did eat out, a few times. I've gone to his place, everywhere, and, just kind of like, not really boast, but like, hey, this is my guy right here. I'm just afraid of him right now because I feel like once they get like that certain age that once they get like 62, 63, 64, it seems like it's just any time, any day, something can happen to them.
Sure. Yeah.
And Sam was like 40, what was he, 42, 40 years old when he died?
40.
He was 40. And I didn't know the history about what was going on. I mean, now I know now, and the woman that called, you guys did a decode about like 38, something about 38.
His sister was 38.
His sister being 30?
Right.
Okay. He knows the game. Like sometimes people in the chat, a lot of people know what's going on with the game. There's several layers to it. Some people know, okay, the secrets. That's one layer. You know the secrets, you can't talk about the secrets. That's why you hear about one-hit wonders. You hear about people that have done big movies, and then all of a sudden they just fall off the face of the earth.
Right.
You know why? Because they didn't want to get down with the game. Because once you're in it, you have to keep up with the rituals. Just because you shot or killed your mom or killed somebody, or you did something, you sold your soul, and you got another soul to come in, you think it's over? Look at what's going on with, like, Bill Cosby, Harvey Weinstein, all these guys, even some people that died, like Robert Williams. They get tired, R. Kelly. People get tired of the game. Once you sign your name in blood, you're 20, 21 years old, you think, you're naive, Satan's going to give you a pass because you're young, you're 18 years old, 15 years old like Chris Brown, or 13 or whatever, Trey Songz. You think Satan's going to give you a pass because, Your mama was there to help you sign. But once you get an adult, it's up to you now.
Right.
Remember Gary Coleman? Remember Gary Coleman of what's that? Whatever that show, Different Strokes.
Sure.
Gary Coleman was a kid.
Right.
He was a kid when he signed. But when you get older, you got to know what's up. Oh, right there. All right, you're 40 minutes behind, 40 seconds ahead of me. Go back. It's right there. You have to go back.
I
You
see.
just missed it.
Okay, so I got the picture of him in the red at the BET Awards, and I'm going back up.
Yeah, go back.
Straight out of
See
Twin
me and
Cities.
him, he looks like a ghost.
Okay,
Mhm.
the straight out of Twin Cities, is it below that?
It's above that.
It's above
so
that.
You just passed it. Okay, so go back.
I'm close.
I'm looking at it. You said I'm 30 seconds behind?
Yeah, so I just went up above.
Okay.
Let's see.
Go above the BET Award. Go above it.
I'm definitely above that. I'm
back
above
again.
the BET Awards
All right, keep going. And it's going to be on your right side.
on the far right.
It's going to be on the right side of the screen. Go on
Okay.
the right side of the screen. And I know you're 30 seconds ahead of the screen because I'm looking at it right now. Keep
Right.
going. I mean, I don't know where you at right now.
Right now, where I am on my screen is I'm looking at the one where you have a red hat on with a P on it, almost as like a Phillies hat.
Yeah, that's my logo, one of my logos.
Okay.
Okay, so you're strolling, and I know you're 30 seconds ahead. 'Cause I just seen it. All right. So.
Oh, here he is right
keep
here.
going.
Here he is right here, and his face does look wrong. It looks like he's worried.
Yeah.
You guys are at the
Put it in a big,
airport.
blow it up for everybody. Look it up. Blow it up for everybody.
I think that's as big as. Or I can make it a little bit bigger. Okay. I got about as big as I can
Yeah.
make it.
Okay. All right. And by the time I see it, it's going to be a little late here.
You'll know when I freeze it on there. But yeah, I got it blowing up. You guys are at the airport, it looks like.
It's not the airport. It looks like it might. I have a green. That green
You do.
jacket.
Yep.
There it is, right there. Yep. There it is. Boom. Look at his face.
Right.
Everybody, look at his face. That's what day? What day was that? October 20th, 28th. Well, I might have put it on there. October 28th.
It says it's 265
But that
weeks
picture
ago. So I don't know if it actually.
Okay, so.
Does it show the date? That's what I hate about Instagram. It like never shows the date for me. So.
I think I put it on there, but we took pictures a week before. But look, I just got the news that supermodel Sam Song passed away.
I see
And here's
that.
the last picture we took. That picture, everybody said he looked like he might have seen Satan.
Yeah, his face
You know,
looks
he
super wrong.
Something messed up. And if you look at all those pictures before with me and him, he looked like he had life.
Right. No, I get it. I get it. Yeah, his face looks all kind of wrong. Like he definitely saw something's on his mind. How was his behavior?
Mm-hmm. His behavior was going on there. He's kind of slow. Maybe I figured he does a lot of promotions during the day. And I figured he might have been tired. And me looking at him at that time, I didn't think about it. I thought he was just tired.
Sure.
You know, like, okay, he gave me a little dap, say, okay, I got you. The next fashion show, I'm in. And, you know, it was him. I had a great lineup because it was going to be him. Because I like to get celebrities to do my fashion shows. I like to get, you know, if it wasn't Sam Sawpong, it would have been, you know, Skip Martin for the, you know, the Daz Band. I had a guy from Tyler Perry's crew. You know, I wanted to do a show. He did a couple of shows for me, a guy from Tyler Perry's crew. And I just want my audience to be entertained. I'm not just a fashion, you know, designer. I'm an entertainer.
Sure.
I want to get people out of their seats like you know, I feel like, I hate to say it like this, but I want to be like the Rick James, the Michael Jackson of, you know, of the fashion,
Sure.
you know, industry.
Sure.
I want that. I want people, man, it's going to be box office when you come see me. You know, that's what I want, and I still feel that way. It took a little hiatus this year because of the pandemic. But if you see his face, it's sad because looking back on it now, I know what went down. He got deep in the game, and they probably told him for you to get to this next level, You got to do something.
Sure.
And you know how a lot of people commit suicide? It's because they don't want to abide by their rules. They don't want to. So they're going to what do they say, blood in or blood out?
You know what?
Blood out,
You
right?
telling me this makes me think that maybe what they told him is if he wants the next level, he's got to do his sister, because his sister was 38 at that time.
Damn.
And she was in the
And
business. And that would make sense, because that would make sense based on your telling. Maybe that's exactly what they presented him with. Because it was just funny when she was saying that, and I saw her as a sister, I was like, I wonder how old his sister was at the time. I said, look at that, 38. So.
Yep. And, as far as, it seemed like I was, that was like 2015. I think 2016 I started changing because I wanted to go to a lot of parties. I wanted to see how close I can get, how deep I can get. And then, okay, they present me with something. Because I felt like Sam, if he would have been alive, I know by now they would have presented me with something.
Sure.
They would have presented me with something.
Sure.
There was a guy. Oh, go ahead.
I'm just saying, you're essentially saying that because he was kind of what got you your in your success, having him model your stuff at first, correct?
Yeah, he's the one that put me on the map in L.A., and that's how all the celebrities start coming at me. I don't know if you're into, like, The Five Heartbeats. You remember that movie, The Five Heartbeats, with Robert Townsend?
I don't know that one, actually, no.
Okay. There's a guy named Leon. If the people in the chat, you might know it. There's a guy named Leon. Leon Robinson. You Google Leon Robinson. He's been around for about 40 years in the business. Leon, his agency approached me.
He's an actor. Leon. He's from Above the Rim.
There you go. Above the Rim.
He's in a bunch of movies, but yeah, he was big in the 90s. Yeah, okay. I recognize him.
Right. And so people started approaching me because I hung out with Sam. It was like I was getting introduced to people I never would have done on my own. I mean, I would have to grind my ass off. That's how people get in. It's not about your talent, guys. It's not about your talent. Yeah, it's good to have talent. Zach, what we talked about last time I talked to you was back when LA won the championship, right?
Right.
That's the last time we talked. Didn't we talk about Fred VanVleet?
We did.
He has no talent, right?
Indeed, and now he just signed a $80-some million contract for dribbling out the whole clock. Come on.
Right, whole damn clock. I mean, yeah, it's good to have talent. LeBron has talent, but I think some of that stuff they're starting to mess with athletes, kind of like juicing them up a little bit, adding things to them to keep them going. You know what I'm saying? They're because LeBron, he's doing things unusual. I mean, it's getting to the point like, okay, what's up with you guys? Y'all doing something. Because, I mean, yeah, you could be a super freak, natural freak, but I think some of these guys are doing stuff. They got rituals. They're doing funny things that I can't pinpoint it. It won't surprise me. I can't pinpoint it. But some of these guys, you have to have talent. I mean, Satan knows your talent, but he'll take you to the next level. You got to have something he can work with. But a lot of these guys don't have talent in the NBA. A lot of these guys, I mean, even actors. There's some sorry-ass actors out there. Political people, like you said many times, and this will connect me with you, your birth name, your birth, your dates, they have to line up because it's more than just, what the eyes can see. It's deeper than that. The game is deeper than that. One-hit wonders, even fake injuries. There's some people I've met, they used to play basketball, NBA basketball, 1 or 2 years. They didn't want to spill the beans. I had a guy I was hanging out with, he's a referee, he's an NCAA referee. His name, I had to put his name out there. Guys, Google him up. Lewis Garrison. Forgive me, Lewis. He used to play football. This guy played football. He was a good wide receiver for Minnesota Gophers back in the 90s. He said when he went to the combine back in the mid-90s, they asked him every little question. They checked for every little injury. They looked at his pinky, his toes, his hell, who knows what they looked at? Elbows, teeth, everything. Asked him weird-ass questions. Of course, he didn't make it. But it's just, you have to go through a lot. You have to go through a lot. and then you might make it, but then you might make it just for maybe a season, maybe 2 seasons, and that's it because you don't fit the bill. All those guys on the sideline, I say 90% of them probably have a birth name that they want on the sideline. You got to play the game. That's why you see most athletes fall out after a year or 2. You think it's just talent? I don't think so.
I would agree.
It's more than that.
Right.
Yeah, so I don't want to hold up any more of your time. I just wanted to add more things about the Sam Paul. The lady said that. That kind of opened my eyes. Like, oh, my God. You know, I called them once every 2 or 3 months, but I did talk to you early last month. And then, like I said, just deeper into the game, you added and connected every dot that I was looking for. And like I told you before, you know, I always have a good time talking to you because I feel like we're, you know, it's like equal opposites almost, like, and we kind of put it together because I know the industry. And I figured you know a little bit, but it's like I have kind of been approached, but on the fly. But if I would have kept that route with Sam, if Fenton would have been alive, or Skip Martin, because I kind of faded away from him too, because I feel like he was about to take me underneath his wing too. You know, I always say, I try to, like my grandma, late grandma said, you got to feed them with a long-handled spoon. You know, you can do work. I have assistants that help me out. If people are interested in me, Tyler Perry's people, and they know the game deeply. And, you know, Tyler Perry, he's a devil. He might talk the religious game and all that stuff and talk, you know, who's Medea dressing like a woman?
Right.
You know, and that's another thing. And all the rappers, think about this. All the people that's made it, most of the blacks that's made it, how many times have you seen a black wear a dress?
Sure.
People in the chat room. People in the chat room, how many times have you seen a major black star wear a dress?
Grandmama, Larry Johnson. That's where it started in my mind.
Larry. How about Charles Barkley in that commercial?
True, yeah.
How about Shaquille O'Neal?
True.
Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Hart.
True.
Eddie Murphy. Let's see. Outside Tyler Perry, you have Martin. You can go all the way back to Flip Wilson. How many people have worn a dress?
So what do you think that's about? What do you think that's about?
Well, how many times have you mentioned the ridicule to shame?
Sure.
To, you
hazing.
know, it's sad how it's not just blacks, but, you know, it's everybody. But since we're the focal point, they're gonna look at us like, well, I know you're making $5 a year. I mean, what's in your bank account right now? $5 million, $10 million. Oh, that's good. I'm good. And you feel like you're good. And then they say, well, you want to make Will Smith money? What do you mean I want to make Will Smith money? Yeah, you want to make Will Smith money? I'm already doing good. I got $10 million right. But how about if you want to make $30 million? Oh, that? Well, yeah. I love $30 million. Well, why don't you go on Saturday Night Live and do a skit for us, but not only do a skit, but do a skit in the dress. Hell no! You want that million, right?
Sure.
I got to do this. How about if I just do the skit without the dress? No. You gotta put this dress on. You gonna do what I say, right? And not only we gonna not give you that $30 million, but we're gonna take away that $10 million. You forget about the opposite. They can take money away. You think Stephen Curry has a $200 million contract? Do you think who else signed that big contract just recently? There's a couple guys, like you said, Fred VanVleet.
Mahomes just signed that huge contract.
400, yeah, 400. Do you think, hey guys, you guys think he has 400 million or on the way to 400 million?
I don't think so.
That's paper money. They can tear that shit up at any time.
Right.
That's why you see guys just falling out. People like get mad. I mean, R. Kelly, come on now, dude is, how many Grammys do you want? He's been in the game for 35, 40 years. He shouldn't be broke, right? Bill Cosby, you think, I mean, these guys have worked hard, got, you know, probably $1 billion. You would think they have $1 billion in their bank account.
Sure.
You would think. Nope, not with Satan's game. We'll give you $400 million, just like you talk about, like CNN is your favorite network. CNN, I look at CNN, I look at ESPN, because ESPN is the new CNN, or at least sports. You know, these guys, oh yeah, they just signed, like Lakers got like $200 million on the salary cap. They're gonna sign 10 players. Man, that's all bullshit. LeBron runs the damn league, but you know what? LeBron doesn't run everything. There's someone above LeBron. But guess who they're trying to bring in? And Zach, you hit the button on the nose early in the year. Guess who they're trying to bring in that replace LeBron after 2 or 3 years?
Zion?
How about Zion Williams?
Indeed.
And Zion can't do it by himself. Guess who else they're trying to bring in? You think the Ball brothers are just hanging around? One has talent, one kind of has talent. Man, LeBron can't play forever, just like Magic Johnson. He can't play forever. Michael Jordan can't play forever, right? Kobe couldn't play forever. It's always a pass the baton. In every damn sport is a pass the baton. Right. Every 10 to 12 years, someone new comes up.
Right.
Because they go, people will start investigating. That's why I say something's up with these athletes. If you're 45 years old like Tom Brady and still playing like you're 25, come on, please. That's why they got these pants on. Why don't they put a mask on the field? Because that's what you're playing when you're playing football now. Just put a regular mask. No, not a face mask, a regular mask, because you cannot hit the fucking quarterback.
Truly.
Because Tom damn Brady. You can't hit him. You can sneeze at him, they might call a 15-yard penalty on him.
Right.
It's like these guys get look at every sport. The last 30 years. Go back to each and every sport. Pass the baton. Every 10, 12 years, they groom somebody else. They fade out the great, like MJ. Who replaced MJ? Kobe Bryant. Kobe didn't do it alone. He had AI, right? He had Vince Carter and a couple of Tracy McGrady.
And there was before that, there was Anthony Hardaway, who was kind of becoming the big star, and then he did the penny commercials, but then, Kobe really came in and took it over. So.
Sometimes, Satan can't, he can't, like I said, I put in the chat earlier today, I said Satan cannot predict the next day, because he has to answer to the Lord, too. That's in Isaiah 54. So he cannot predict what's going to happen next either. So you only get so much of your talent. Now, injuries come a part of it. Now, what happens is if you get injured, if it's a legit injury, they can't do anything about it. But the Jesuits, like you said, the Jesuits can adapt on the fly. Like you were saying 2 or 3 years ago, it was easy to predict games.
Right.
It was easy to predict, some of the stuff. Now, injuries, Jesuits can't have control. They don't have control of injuries. What they can do is put fake injuries out there.
Indeed. And they do that.
They put fake injuries out there, but then there's some legit injuries. I believe Kobe Bryant's injury was legit. I'm not for sure about Kevin Durant. If you ever seen Kevin Durant scrimmage in the last few weeks, he looked damn good, right?
I'm pretty sure he faked his injury. Why would everybody be willing to throw huge money at him after he tears his ACL? Everybody knows in the world of sports, if you tear your ACL, you might not come back at all. You might never be anywhere near what you were.
Right.
So why would all these owners just be taking that huge risk?
Mm-hmm. And that wasn't, I think it was ACL, but it was Achilles. That's worse than ACL. That's like a year off. And Klay Thompson, I'm not for sure if that's legit or not, because think about this, Zach. That was all behind closed doors, right?
Right.
You don't know what can happen behind closed doors. They can say, hey, man, Klay, we'll give you another $15 million. We'll take care of your family. We need you to sit out again. But all of us in this room knows that, you're good.
Right.
But we can't say that. We got to say your Achilles torn.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
But, Kevin Durant, people, like you said, I believe people behind closed doors, they act it out. We don't watch everything, right? They don't put everything in our faces. They don't put practices, in our faces. We don't know what's going on behind closed doors. They might say, Steve Kerr might say, hey, Kev, because, Steve Kerr is part of all that plan. And the Golden State people, with the Lakers, that is the owner of the Warriors, they all run games with each other. They know Bill Gates. They're all close with each other. They probably sleep with each other. They're like, hey, we need you to hold back Steph. That's why Steph faked that hand injury this year.
Sure.
Something's up. He faked. A lot of people fake, but there's some legit injuries. Like Kobe Bryant, I believe his was legit. But other people, I just feel like the Jesuits are in control. And they're in control of everything from acting. Looking at Sam Sarpong in that picture, they control the industry. Versace, he got killed on back in 1997. They control everything, modeling, all that. Tyson Beckford, I always felt like, what did they say in Tyson Beckford? I mean, he has a nice shape, but ugly as fuck. I was like, what the hell is he doing being a model? You know, what the hell is he being a model for? You know, because I remember back in the day, to be a model, you had to look like a 50. You know, be a model, you had to be like Pretty Boy Floyd, you know? But in the last 15, 20 years, you see everybody with tattoos. Dude committed murder. Oh, no, there's a guy that got out of prison back in the early 2000s. Someone seen him at a, you know, whatever, at a baseball game or something like that. They said, oh, he could be the next model. Dude was in prison for a few years. You know, he got tats all over his face, all over his neck. He's the next major model.
Huh.
That's the Jesuits for you.
Sure. Changing the image. Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah. But I'll let you get rolling, Zach. But I had to chime in on that, fam. And then, like I said, just had to break the game down. But let's talk about this. Email me. You got my email. I love your book. And I'm going to have my sister and other people take a look at that, too, because I'm a big fan of yours. I started when that Fury fight with Wilder, and I've been a fan ever since. I mean, not disappointed, never been disappointed with all your work, any of your work. And it's unfortunate that people keep playing with you, bro. You know, but I got your back. And that suit, we're going to talk about it. Get your colors right, and we can put Gematria Effect on the back. I got your hat logo. I mean, I can let you look fly. You can have red on red. I know you like red. I like red. You can have black on black. You come in, sitting down in that white chair with a suit on, like, oh, they're like, what the hell? He changed up on.
They're going to be saying I sold out, but really I'm just stepping my game up now that we got the designer in the community, so.
Okay. Yeah, and yeah, I appreciate that. But yeah, I'll hit you. Just hit me up. We can talk soon, and I'll take care of you, bro.
I appreciate that. Well, thanks for calling in tonight too. It's nice that two people in the world were out there listening tonight and brought this up. And I think this brings some value to the community. Here's some inside thoughts, and you were able to reference this photo right away. And yeah, you can just see it right there. So that was 1 week before the death, huh?
Right there. Right. That's sad, man. And like I said, anyone in the chat, you know, I've been in the chat off and on since I started, and I've always said, you know, now you have proof. You know, whoever doubted me that, hey, I've done celebrities. It's right in your face, right there. And he's just one of them. So, and unfortunately, he's not with us, but I wish I could have talked to him because I was like, hey, man, I want to know what's going on with you. You know, because something's not right. I don't know if you would spill the beans. Because sometimes when you talk, Satan knows when you're talking. You know, because, you know, those demons, once you sign your name like that, demons they're assigned to you. You know. They're assigned to you, and they'll say, oh, you know what? Sam was trying to talk to somebody. They might try to come after me. You know, oh, okay, you know what? You know that designer? Yeah, that designer, he was spilling the beans too. You know, what's his name? Perry? His name is Perry Jones. Let me look at his birthday. September 1st. Nah, we can't get him. His birthday doesn't match. Nah, we don't have nothing with him.
Right.
You know, so, but you never know. Like I said, it's just unfortunate that he's not with us. But yeah, his face is right there, y'all. So I gotta go. Let you get going with your next call. I know it's late. So you take care. I'll give you an email, and let's touch base soon about that. Definitely.
Appreciate it, Perry. Thank you so much. You have a good night.
All right, you take care, Zach.
Take care, man. See you. Okay.